If you've been on Twitter at all, then you've probably noticed that limited run games and a user going by the handle Purple Tinker Hate Elon has been on and off trending for the last few days. Limited Run Games is a publishing company dedicated to releasing physical copies of games in an effort to push back against the trend of digital-only releases. The most notable thing they have in their catalog is the Dead Space remake, the collector's edition specifically, which comes with a pretty spiffy replica helmet, if I may say. On January 6th, Purple Tinker, whose account has now been deleted by what I can only assume was his hypocritical inability to take what he dishes out, tweeted a lengthy post detailing how the community manager of limited run games was transphobic for a handful of tweets dating back to 2016, and her following several personalities that have been deemed by the general populace as right-wing. Quote, "The community manager for limited run games is a transphobe who follows a veritable who's who of right-wing transphobic creeps. Unless and until she is fired from the company permanently, I'm not giving them another dime." In addition, the said community manager also tweeted out her excitement for the upcoming game Hogwarts Legacy, which is a whole other can of supposed transphobic worms that you can expect a deep dive video on in early February. Furthermore, not long after Tink's tweet, an employee of Limited Run Games, who also identifies as a trans woman, tweeted out, "I just signed a contract with Limited Run Games in December, and I am shocked, disappointed, and insulted to see this coming from their community manager. I just emailed the team I've been talking to, stating I won't be able to move forward with our business until this is addressed and Lynn removed." Following the very limited outcry that these two started, the same day Limited Run Games decided it would be best to fire their community manager for Wrongthink, and unironically put out the following statement after doing so. "LRG respects all personal opinions. However, we remain committed to supporting an inclusive culture. Upon investigating a situation, an employee was terminated. Our goal as a company is to continue to foster a positive and safe environment for everyone." In classic internet fashion, this wasn't something that most people let go, with an immediate backlash coming in hot and fast. The tweet was essentially ratioed, with comments pointing out the very obvious hypocrisy of the company's action and statement. Much like Purple Tink, Limited Run Games couldn't take it and has since disabled comments on all their posts. Speaking of Purple Tinker, who is this guy? Much like me, I'm sure you also weren't surprised that not only is this guy toxic as heck, but he is also the founder of BronyCon. For you fortunate souls that have been privileged enough not to know what that is, BronyCon was an annual convention dedicated to fans of the children's cartoon My Little Pony and ran from 2010 to 2019. The convention was, sadly enough, a hub for a lot of full-grown lonely neckbeards who generally enjoyed donning furry outfits and had a significant love for questionable animal and My Little Pony related adult media. If that wasn't enough, the convention has also been linked to quite a few instances of child love and cheese pizza, with someone even allegedly being arrested at the 2014 convention for attempting to kidnap a child. Purple Tinker seems to be alright with all this though, with a veritable slew of receipts releasing on Tumblr that details Tink's sordid personal activities. Some of these include harassing and making grape jokes of an underage voice actress, stalking and harassing a female victim over the span of 2 years, harassing and doxing independent artists, engaging in actual harmful racist rhetoric, defending rapists, and supporting inappropriate activities between adults and those underage. Did I also mention that they support NAMBLA and are totally into underage-themed My Little Pony materials? That's as far as I'll go, as I imagine YouTube won't shy from flagging my channel. I'll post the link in the comments, but be warned, it's a deep rabbit hole of degeneracy. So why, oh why, would Limited Run Games choose to listen to the cries of such a questionable character whose past is very easy to find? Oh. Well then, this totally makes sense why they caved to a lunatic who was willing to comb through 6 years of tweets to find something offensive. As with much of the Twitter community that did choose to engage in this, I agree that I wish gaming companies would just stick to games. I also wish there weren't so many intentionally blind to the fact that this kind of BS never bodes well for a company, even if it follows the message we constantly have shoved down our throats. And it's a shame, as I support the general message of this company, that it's important to preserve physical media, even in gaming where it has increasingly become the norm to have digital-only releases. To add further injury, it's a small, independent-run company. It sometimes blows my mind how out of the way some people of this side of the ideology will go to line up with one part of it that at the same time equally contradicts everything they believe and stand for. I'll tell you what though, that community manager certainly has some grounds to sue, as firing her for this is a direct violation of her First Amendment rights. What's your take on the limited run games drama? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and hit subscribe for more related commentaries in the future. Want to stay up to date on everything and anything gaming related? Join me over on Rumble every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern for my This Week in Gaming podcast on The Lambency Show. Similarly, you can find episode re-uploads and some of my other reviews over on thelambencyshow.com. As well, if you're interested in movies and pop culture takes, you can find me over at Cannoli Sasquatch Productions for Mischief Mayhem Movie every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for tuning in and stay frosty, friends.